What is going on, everyone's? We here and we back with another episode of
It's My Point Valid.
Yes, indeed. Sorry. Once again, we in this thing, and y'all know how we get it crunk up. We gonna crank it up with what you know good or what you know no good.
I'm gonna start off with something like the best.
Huh.
It's my birthday month.
Huh. Happy birthday month to you. Happy birthday month.
There's a lot of birthdays this September. Not just me, my mama-in-law, our nephew Jari,
yes, indeed,
our nephew Solomon,
yeah,
my brother Toogie. I don't know if I'm supposed to say my brother, but yeah, it's a lot of September birthdays, so it's our birthday month. So shout out to everybody born in the month of September.
Yeah.
All right, my next what you know good. So last week, new music came out. And because we have Is My Point Valid, I was like, all right, I need to listen. Before I say the two that I've listened to, I had not listened to a full album of these two people since I think it was, what's the one? It wasn't. So the two people I'm talking about is Drake and Kanye West. I can't remember. Nothing Was the Same was like the last full album that I listened to of Drake. I know he's had more albums come out, and I did not fully listen because I did not care. I didn't care about the beef that was happening when that one album had came out, and he was going against
everybody.
Yeah, it was no, what's his face though? Anyhow, and so the last full album that I've listened to of Kanye's, and which is one of my favorites of Kanye's, is my Beautiful Twisted, what is it? My Dark Beautiful Twisted Fantasy?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know no Kanye albums.
Okay. You really don't know any of them?
I'd say College Dropout.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, so let me get to it because I'm taking too long to get there. Drake had Certified Lover Boy come out.
We chugging along.
On Friday. And did Donda come out on Wednesday? It might have come out on Wednesday. Initially, I had no intent of listening to Donda because I was like, I don't fool with Kanye like that. And when I don't fool with people, I really just leave them alone. But because we have a platform of Is My Point, I was like, let me listen because I can't get on here talking about Drake and be like, well, there's another album. I was very, very surprised. It gave me like gospel vibes. And off the song that I'm feeling the most off of it is the song Lord, I Need You. Oh my gosh. So if you like Kanye, if you want to listen to that song, listen to that song. So Drake's whole album, in my opinion, matter of fact, Kanye's album is good. It's not a bad album. It's good. It's not something that I would listen to regularly, but it's good. I don't think he makes bad music. It's just his mental, right? So Drake.
Drake.
Oh. His is stupid, and what I'm saying stupid is like this. It's just it reminds me of like Take Care and Nothing Was the Same, like those two together.
Classic
like,
Drake stuff.
It's Drake. There's no way to put it. It's Drake. He gonna make you bounce. He gonna talk about the South, and I think that's why I'm like, okay, he gonna rep Houston, he gonna rep Bay City.
He said something about Bay City.
We gonna rep Bay City. We gonna rep Marshall, Texas. We gonna rep.
Oh, you talking about the
Warden
OG
County?
Yeah, that boy. He was repping places. That boy say Marshall County. I'm like, where is that?
He said Marshall, Texas, and
Marshall, Texas. Yeah.
Warden County. So like, yeah,
and Lubbock.
Yeah, I enjoyed Certified Lover Boy. So my favorite off of there was it's like a interlude though, but I enjoyed it, and it's called Yeba's Heartbreak, and this is an artist named Yeba. She can sing, like her voice is very very different, but all in all, I did enjoy both albums. All right, so next up on my what you know good is just to say today is Labor Day, so happy Labor Day.
Happy Labor Day.
Y'all be safe out there barbecuing.
Happy Laborless
Do
Day.
people barbecue? I don't know what.
I don't know what they doing out here
there.
on yeah.
All right, so that's all I got with what you know good. Hey, before if y'all listen to it, let me know what your favorite song is off the albums. If you listen, if you're not gonna listen, why you not gonna listen? You know, all right, what's all the hype about? Is it worth it? Yeah.
All right, so before we go into the topic, let me just put my little opinion on things. So with Donda, never intended to listen to it. Haven't listened to it, but I think with the songs that you have or the song that you introduced me to, I may be a little bit interested in.
Because it's not what we thinking like something different.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be
just weird.
Super weird.
But it's not weird.
Yeah,
it is.
Now I know a lot of people was getting on him about cutting they songs off his album.
Well, the people he left on did a doggone good job.
Well,
so he had
salute to y'all.
To me, that's just to me, but I don't know if it has to do with the love of music that I have and just listening to stuff and be like, okay, you know, the next album that I will give a try because you did tell me to listen to is the Migos. What's the
Migos?
The Culture 3. So I'm gonna listen to that and I'm gonna come back and tell y'all.
And honestly, I'd rather listen to them or Lil Baby.
Well, Lil Baby on.
Yeah, he
Kanye.
on both of them.
Yeah, but he's more
that boy
on
getting
Kanye.
that bread.
So I'm like, hey, and Ty Dolla $ign too. I was like, okay.
Lil Durk, I think, is on both of them too.
Cudi on Drake. Okay, I got it. Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all.
All right, so shout out to everybody
yeah.
on them albums.
Yeah. We just naming people.
Yeah, like we know them.
For real.
We will. Hey, that's my boy. Yeah, Drake. Yeah. But anyway,
Drake?
we're going to keep it on the moving, keep it on chugging along.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to get into this topic. So, baby.
Yeah.
What the topic for the day going to be?
Oh, got some advice?
Huh. Do you?
Do you?
Is your advice valid? Is what you're saying to the person you're trying to give advice to valid to the life that they're living?
Ooh.
Is it valid to the business that they're trying to run?
Ooh.
Is it valid to them at all?
Wow.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
So, that is basically where all the have you got some advice comes from. Basically, it's a lot of people out here, a lot of people calling themselves experts.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like in 2021, everybody is an expert on everything. But what I have realized is you need someone specific to what you're trying to do in order to get the right information.
Because, excuse me, because everybody doesn't understand, like,
where you're trying to go and how you're trying to get there and the platforms that you're going to use or the way that you're going to use them in order to get where you're trying to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was the question. Like, can people who don't know your craft, and when I say craft, is like your specialty, and can they really give you advice? Like, I'll use myself for example, which is where I've been kind of like in lingo because I'm trying to figure it out. And here's where I found the solution to my problem is, y'all know I talk about homeschooling a lot. And you might be tired of me talking about homeschooling, but I'm trying to figure it out, right? But I know that I can't go to a regular teacher.
Absolutely not.
And
because they're already programmed. They're pre-programmed.
Yeah. I can't go to a regular teacher and say, well, what's your advice on what I should do in my home? And then they'll give me something that, you know, of course, some things that they do in the classroom can be applied in home, but I'm trying not to have the classroom in the home, right?
Yeah.
And so you have to find. So somebody might be like, well, and then also the advice of some people might be saying, well, I don't understand what you're doing or why you doing it. Well, you can't give me advice on what I'm trying to do.
And it's not meant for everybody
it's
to understand.
right. But as long as I understand it,
Yeah.
that's all that matters.
And you're not always going to find someone out there who is in line with the direction you're trying to go.
That's real.
So sometimes you're going to have to just take advice from people that you trust for what it is, and understand that they're just giving you some generic advice.
Yeah, I get that.
A cookie cutter type of thing.
I get that. But then do you think some people can offer advice when it's not asked for?
Absolutely. People are all, like I say, people are experts in 2021. Everybody's an expert about everything. You got people who ain't been in a relationship for 10 years talking about marriage.
Ah, that's a good thing for advice. Yeah, because you don't know.
You're not even living the life that you're trying to advise me on. How? How does that make sense? People, please tell me how that makes sense. No, but yeah, it's a lot of people who step outside of their lane, and there's people inside of major media who step outside their lanes.
Need to stay in their lane.
They need to stay in their lane. If you don't have no kids, stop speaking up on kids and their situations.
Yeah.
If you're not married, stop speaking up on people and they man.
Yeah.
Or they wife or whatever it is.
You know, the main thing that a lot of people would say, like a single person might say, like if somebody's married and the husband might cheat or the wife, well, I'm not gonna stay.
Like, ain't nobody ask you what you gonna do.
You would do.
Exactly. It's a lot of circumstances that play inside of a relationship, and
if I was her, I wouldn't do that. Well,
exactly.
You're
if you
not
boyfriend
me.
and girlfriend, there's certain obligations that you don't have.
Right.
I can walk away at any time.
You're not
But
me.
if this is a husband and wife situation, you don't understand that dynamic, so
Right.
you need to just stay in the single person's lane.
Is advice an opinion? Well, advice is
Absolutely.
an opinion. It is an opinion. And so we're based. I guess my next question was: is their opinion warranted? It doesn't have to be warranted. Like it doesn't have to.
I'm gonna say there's a difference between an opinion and
sound
advice. So advice comes from a place of experience. An opinion is something that you just thought up. It may not even.
So back to I'm just going to use a home. I like to use myself as an example.
Absolutely.
Because I don't want to put that on nobody else, right? But if I can not only take advice, but I would get more from taking advice from somebody who's been homeschooling for a while than somebody just off the street like, hey, what do you think I should do? What works,
And logically, why would you go to someone inside of a school system? So you took your kids out of the school system for a reason.
Yeah.
So why retract and go talk to a teacher of a school system that you took your kids out of originally?
Yeah.
Why? What kind of conversation can they give me to help me on my homeschooling journey if they are a teacher within a school system who has been pre-programmed for years?
I'm just saying. You have to learn to get advice, and then we also have to. Although, like, we see people who we love, and we're like, okay, I want to give them advice.
Yeah.
But we have to
step back,
and let
mind our own business,
and let them get to know. Because although, and this is one of the questions, like as a wife, you know photography and I know other things, right? I don't know photography like that. And so my advice is I'm not going to tell you like, all right, you need to have this and this and set, and you might be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you saying? So my advice is not
valid
in that sense if I'm not doing it myself or I've not studied it myself. And I think sometimes we don't see other people's vision. We just be like, all right, I know what I know, and I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna give this to you. And then I think that's how like things
Get all twisted.
and you fizzled. Like, it's some advice. It should not. Sometimes keep your advice to yourself, just like sometimes you need to keep your opinion to yourself.
Exactly. And I think you should wait for people to ask for your opinion. Don't just go around giving people your opinion, because don't nobody want to hear that, especially if it don't apply to them and you not realize that it don't apply to them, and you just talking to them like you just on top of things, and they looking at you like, bro.
How do you give advice? Do you wait for somebody to ask you?
I do,
You do?
for the most part. Now, if we're having a conversation and you're throwing things out there, I probably would give you my opinion on those certain things.
I'm still weary with that, because although we're having a conversation, I still won't.
Oh yeah, now I'm not gonna just go all
No,
out.
I'm just saying I won't even
Address it.
suggest. I won't even suggest. I'm gonna let you talk, because I feel like at the end of the day, although you might feel like my advice is warranted, is good, your ultimate decision is you. It's
That's
on
your
you.
decision, yeah.
You know, I ask you a lot, like, Brandon, should I? And I just, I think sometimes I'll be looking for, a little bit of validation, but I already know, like, do that. You don't need any advice, because at the end of the day, you don't know, and we don't know, like, we know each other's mindsets, but you don't know, like, my goal, like my ultimate, because I don't know my ultimate goal. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's easy to be like, well, you need to do this, this, and this, and I can do this for you and this, and then we're going to put this like this, and we're going to box it up and put a bow on it, and then that's it. But it's like, wait.
It's a whole lot of steps in between that.
What about how I want to do things, or how I want to put things out? Your way might have worked for you, but maybe I want to do something different. So my package doesn't look like your package, or doesn't look close to your package. I want to have you might have a purple and a blue box. I want to have a red and a white. I want it to be completely different. So, yeah, advice.
Advice.
What you got?
I mean, basically, it is what it is. If you're gonna give it, understand what the whole picture of the advice that you're giving, and know whether or not it's going to be effective in the person that you're giving it to.
What if we feel like we are being effective, and when we're giving it to it, but we don't know that our advice was not what the person needed? Should that person speak up? Like, be like, hey, I get you were trying to help me, but
yeah, I mean, yeah, you can let them know that was no help.
I get you was trying to help me,
but
that
didn't do anything
for me.
Yeah,
and then do you be like, well, this is what I want to do, and then maybe they can help you in another way, or or give you advice.
But like I said before, advice should come from a place of experience. So if I'm giving you advice on something, it should be something that I have already experienced. So it should be good advice. But when that goes back to the difference between advice and opinion. If I've never lived that, if I'm not in that, then it's merely an opinion, something I'm just thinking up.
Mm-hmm.
So more likely than not, advice is going to be valid, because you're going to be giving it to them based on the conversation that you're having.
Got it.
An opinion is just,
I think you should.
I think mama said, daddy said what my mama did. And that's another thing. People will tell you stuff that other people did, but they don't understand the whole story of what they did. So they'll give you some generic something that they done told them, and now you more confused than you were before.
Yeah.
Because they confused, because they didn't even understand the whole picture, and they gave you half of a picture. So now you trying to figure out, where is the other half of this at?
You're trying to figure it out. So some advice. I was reading, and that somebody was asking, like, what book should my child read, because she's in the 3rd grade, and all of this and that.
All of that.
And then the lady was all like, I don't tell people. I don't give advice. I put what I put out there, and that's your choice.
To
but
take
I ain't
it or
telling,
not.
I ain't telling
I'm not
nobody
giving you
nothing.
no directions.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
And
because
so-
if it don't work for you,
Right,
then you gonna blame me.
She be like,
Exactly.
I don't recommend. She be like, I don't recommend nothing. If
Nothing.
you see, this is what I'm doing for
Exactly.
me. And I was like, I like that. I mean, I feel like I've always done that, but it's just like, hey, if I'm doing this for me,
Yeah.
it might not work for you.
My
you
kids
know?
and children are all children are different. So how do you not know how to teach your child? What have you been doing all these years?
Oh, I wasn't even.
No, I'm just saying.
I was just using that as an example
Yeah.
because I was saying that because you see a lot of that. People get on social media and be like, well, how do I, not even just with,
When do I, where do I, how do I?
Like,
Yeah.
dang, you need that much advice?
Yeah.
Like, you can't figure some
Yeah.
things out on your own, or you can't use Google, and that irks me
you
a lot.
you on the internet talking to us. So use the
you know
internet
how
to
to-
talk to doggone Google.
Like, then that's the main place where you could get advice.
Absolutely.
Like,
YouTube.
Whoa, YouTube is,
They put you up on some game.
wow. If you just go listen to people, just like we talk about like a book. If you read a book, if you go watch YouTube, and you will learn some things. If you Google the right stuff, that's some advice, and then you won't have to be on social media getting fake news or somebody not telling the truth. Yeah. Got some advice?
Yeah.
What's your advice for me
Right now?
right now?
I don't got no advice right now.
Well, dang.
I got an opinion.
What's your opinion?
Girl, you fine.
Ah!
Yes, indeed. Surely is. But if you got some advice, make sure it's right. If it ain't right, it's just your opinion. And 9 times out of 10, we don't want to hear that. So keep that to yourself.
To yourself?
So make sure whatever's coming out your mouth makes sense. And that's all I got to say about that.
I ain't got nothing else.
That's it. So,
Y'all want to take my opinion and listen to Drake and Kanye?
or you can take my opinion and listen to the Migo.
All right, listen to all three.
Mama!
Listen to all 3 of them.
Them boys be killing me with them ad
I'm
libs.
gonna go listen to it.
That boy say Papa was a Rolling Stone, but now I got Rolling Stones in my bezel. Ice. All right.
Bro, listen.
Yes, indeed. So, y'all know what we got to get into before we let y'all go and get up out of here.
Go on and get
Go
up
get
on
up out of here. Nah, don't go and get up out of here yet, because we got to bust y'all across the head one time with, on this day in Black History. So, today is Monday, September 6th, 2021. So, on this day in 1960, Rafer Johnson became the first African American to become an Olympic decathlon winner. What is decathlon?
10.
10? 10 what?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But he did that in 1960. World record holder, 3-time amateur athletic union national champion, and Olympic silver medalist, Rafer Johnson made history yet again. He did it again, fellas and ladies, by becoming the first African-American winner of an Olympic decathlon on September 6th, 1961. Yes, he did. Before capturing the gold, Johnson had completed all but one event in the decathlon, the 1,500 meters, and he knew this would not be easy. The word decathlon is ridiculous, Johnson said, but the 1,500 meter is insanity. Oh, that boy there, he gonna get out there and do that thing. Now, Johnson only had to come within 10 seconds of Taiwan's C.K. Yang's time in order to win, and he did it. At the age of 25, Johnson took home the gold medal and made history with a time of 4 hours, 49 minutes, and 7 seconds.
Oh, that's dope.
That boy did that.
He did that.
That boy did that. Yes, goodness.
You know what it is now?
On this day in Black History. So, what is a decathlon?
Oh, it's 10. I said it. It's 10 things he did in the Olympics, but he
Oh,
did it in track
10
and-
different.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. 10 different
Yeah.
obstacles. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
he did it in track and field.
Yes,
so 10
goodness.
events. There you go. That's the word.
Yes, that-
He did 10
events. That's the word.
That's 10
Yeah.
events. Look
So,
at us.
that boy did that thing at the age of 25 in 1960 on this day, today. What is it? September the 6th.
September the 6th.
Yes, indeed. So,
He was 25.
he
That
was
is awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
youngster. We do things when
That's
we
awesome.
start. Greatness starts early with us.
Absolutely, but that's awesome. But
Yes, it does.
That means that was the time of like the civil rights and all of that.
All of that.
So that's,
He was focused.
Yeah,
He was laser focused.
that's awesome.
Yes, it is. So, once again, thank you to everyone who is tuning in. Continue to support us. Before y'all check out, make sure y'all like and subscribe our channel. It'll help us grow. We are trying to touch all the people that need this information, and we think it's some good information.
Reach out in touch. I forgot the words.
Somebody's hand make this world a better place if you can. But anyway, thank you. Come back Monday. We're gonna have a hot new topic, hot new episode, and we rocking out like that. So, like I said before, be sure to like, subscribe, share, even. Comment.
To us.
Hey, talk to man. We love talking to the people.
Talk to me,
Yeah.
baby. Okay, that was goofy movie.
Yeah. So, once again, thank you.
Bye, y'all.
We'll see y'all next Monday. Bye.